that up or down?
You know, I'm gonna do that, Andy.
I'm on 3 of 3 on the school KPI summary. And I was looking at the nutrition center. And it's under revised commitment, and it's $222,000. And just thinking about, school lunches and nutrition and healthy eating.
So this is another one so we're working in this area right now.
Okay.
So this is one area that I've asked Chad to give me a report on. So we're trying to filter out some of this.
Okay.
To make sure it's really appropriate.
Yes.
Where it is other projects actually defined correct.
Okay. Very good. Always good.
And that's also an example of that particular one is where there appears to be no budget for it, and we got $222,000 out in contracts, and gee, we haven't spent any, and there's no budget for it. So you're right, it's a matter of really clear on the numbers, and you don't have all the numbers pulled in the right places. The other quick ones I want to highlight for my colleagues here, look at page 1 of the school KPI summary report, and look at Lake, Shannon, and Valley View. Valley View's been in the news a lot lately for its various reasons that I will confess it's impossible to follow. I don't know how you keep it all straight, quite frankly, Dr. Parker and everything else. But the thing I want to highlight on Lake, Shannon, and Valley View is this. Look at the codes, project types, it's 4. See the first column? 4. That's meaning that that's going to be, I should say, waiting to be rebuilt, okay? Then scan across, and again, we spent some money, the start date was May of 2002 for many of these, because we did some initial drawings and everything else, we've been through that, but it's good to remind ourselves about how this report is put together. But look at under the current budget of $1,585,000. You just know that elementary school is gonna be somewhere, I'll just throw a ballpark, $30 million or something, because that's what elementary schools roughly are. Whether they're renovated, whatever. This is waiting to be rebuilt. So the point is, when you look under number of sub-projects at location, A, you got 2 of them that are somewhere in the pre-construction, planning, design, bid, and award. And I guarantee you those are the big babies that are going to raise that budget from the $1,585,000 up to the $30 million or whatever it's going to be, right? And this is the stuff that Lisa and the team is wrestling with, obviously, and looking forward to. Well, we got so much money, we got this stuff yet to do. So I just urge us, this report is extremely valuable to look at, wow, what a lake, we can't all wait, we're on bated breath to find out what those 2 sub-projects that are in pre-construction are all about. Same thing with Shannon. Although Shannon is interesting to me because it doesn't show anything other than C being, those are in closeout. So Shannon says it's all finished with the $1,670,000, but that ain't enough to rebuild Shannon. So there's some other numbers there that, you see what I'm saying? There's nothing in pre-construction or construction for Shannon. 2 big zeros there in those 2 columns. And it says that everything's in closeout or other. And $1,670,000 just doesn't cut it for rebuilding Shannon. So that's another one where maybe some of the project numbers or something. Anyway, maybe you know it off the top of your head, and I'm just blowing smoke out in my wrong direction. But then Valley View is right there at $35 million. Notice that on the budget. But it's still got a project in pre-construction, according to this sheet. So I'm just saying this is really, really interesting and valuable. Just play with this data for a while to try and understand, because we're sitting at $1.7 billion of budget. Oh my gosh, we only got $1.63 billion of bond money, but we also got $200 million of non-bond money. So we got to keep all those kind of numbers in our mind a bit. Anyways, I just really wanted to highlight that because I think there's some useful stuff here.
I have a couple questions. I I wanted to take issue with the assumption that it costs $30 million to build an elementary school. I mentioned that figure at a CBOC meeting, and they really laughed, because an elementary school can be built for far less than that.
Isn't this a CBOC?
Well, it was a state meeting.
Ah,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. I mean, I was given figures of 6 to 9 million, so I don't know what it is that's making our schools so expensive.
I'm sorry,
But-
who gave you these figures?
You know, it was at the training
Cal
on
CBOC.
CBOC.
Cal CBOC.
So, could you, yeah, I don't know the words that go with that acronym. Could you tell us?
California League of Bond Oversight Committees.
Yeah.
I'm a co-founder.
But, what I would like to see is, I know when I was a principal, we were told that for a school, you need X number of classrooms, X number of offices, X number of breakout rooms, you know, a cafeteria, multi-purpose room, probably the same thing. And I know we have a calculation of that, because we use it for charter schools when we decide what they should have as the basic package for a school. I would like to see how much money we're spending on the basic package versus all the extras, like retractable roofs and kitchens and team locker rooms for the other teams. And, you know, it's fairly astounding to me, the amount of money that we've spent on things that don't relate to academics. Does anyone see the value in looking at the numbers that way? I mean, in a way, it's kind of like, well, we've spent it, so maybe it doesn't really, but we are supposed to look at things afterwards. Yes, Lisa?
I'd like to just share, I know you're gonna be talking about the facilities master planning process that we're gonna be going through, and we'll see that soon, but as a part of that, it's looking at our educational specifications and our standards. And, you know, and that'll help us understand what we put into a school, what we've been doing in the past, versus looking at, you know, what we've done already, that we can't do too much about that, because these are the standards that we've adopted. So we have the opportunity to look at that very closely in this new planning process that we're going to be undergoing. So I think that's going to be very helpful for you to see, you know, the educational specifications now that identify all of those things that you're talking about, and how we might be able to look at those differently, or decide to keep some.
And I think for schools, when it's a decision of will there be money to rebuild them or not, you know, there's some sense in doing what you're saying, looking very closely at our costs.
Yeah, I think, the only thing I would add personally is, don't put any words in my mouth, but I said it takes $30 million to build an elementary school. I was trying to suggest that based on what we have done so far, assuming they have been built by standards, that's what it is, and that lake at only $1.5 million there ain't gonna stay that direction.
Right,
If
our
it only
history
goes up to
is
6 or 9, that's what you on the school board are gonna be taking a closer look at, but,
And you're talking about historically what we've spent.
yeah,
Yeah, you're not saying what needs to be spent.
no.
But I think another consideration is the schools need to be built to last. And when you go to a master plan, that's gonna be imperative in terms of it. The other is the populations to support it. The other is the nature of the educational thrust, you know, are the kids gonna be able to have the fundamentals and then be able to go a community college transition, get the trade, or is that gonna be, we preparing them for that pivot to the UC system, you know, in terms of that. So, you know, Dr. Hart is gonna give you, you know, a visionary approach based on what the mission of the district is, and I think it's cumulative and it's, you know, all encumbering, and I think it's gonna be a numerous amount of factors. The master plan is one of the best pieces of information I've heard so far coming out of that, yes.
Yeah, just comment, I hope that as you, as a board member, schools, that there is also a broader view that considers the students' academics as well as the functions of the school in current society, the role of the school itself, the structure, relative to what the community sees it functions as. I don't believe schools are exclusively